Yo, yo, yo. Traders, what's going on? Welcome back to TA with Rec. I've missed you guys. Um, yeah. Well, what did um, what did we do? Talked about it. You know, I kind of like that we discuss things and kind of get the ideas off my head. It kind of like solidifies them because then it's there. It's like I see it. So I mentioned yesterday, that or the day before, that we needed some momentum. We needed to break certain levels, and yeah, like I think the pullback that we had, yeah, it has to do with the news and stuff, but overall, at the end of the day, we technically still are on a downward time frame. Let's go take a look at the daily. Even though this has happened, um, this is also a possibility. And that's what I don't like, that we got rejected. And it wasn't like the other day on February 8th, 9th, 10th, where we had a big jump up to 45,000. We haven't had that. Maybe, we are, we're just trying to get it back above, but this is on daily. We talked about how we had gotten some good volume on our MACD, and it looks like now we're at lower levels again. That's not good. So we try to break above 60 on the RSI to get into that control zone, and we didn't do that. Now we're gently like right above it, like we're at 58. I'm not saying it's bad. I think that we definitely need to do something, though. I'll tell you that. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. See another thing on the 4-hour. Remember, we had our nice spike up. We crossed over, came back down, and it looks like it wants to go back down again. But we'll see. I like that on the 4-hour we did get rejected at 40 here. So I like that. Let's take a look at our little sticky notes. See what we got. All right, so we said that the target was 45,643. We didn't even come close. 45,643 is all the way up here. So let's just keep an eye out for that. Remember, I think that this could end up being somewhat of like a triangle, maybe, where we're kind of just bouncing off this range. I wouldn't be surprised if again we go up here, kind of test it, fail, and then come back somewhere around here, 43,000, and then kind of just shoot our way up. But we don't want to be up here for too long without not doing anything. So to me, this is going to be considered my first top, and right now it looks like we're working on our second top. I'll change these to blue. But that doesn't mean, let me hide this one.
A strong one from last week. That was
Whoops.
Candy Crusher. I think it's time we're here for you guys, though, let's read out a couple of your messages.
Let's hide this one because we're not even close to that yet.
Australia, who are renewing their profiles tomorrow for their 10th year anniversary.
Get rid of this yellow line.
Who's excited to finally listen to group
I think we could just extend this.
Cambridge would like to shout out his
We can get rid of this line. Well, let's leave that there. I like it.
congratulations to you two.
This is on that. Alright, oh. So cleaned up the chart a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think right now we want to hold above 43K, so let's move our 41,000. We're going to switch this to 43. Well, I'm going to shoot for 43 grand just right off the bat. Okay. If we break 43, we're going to go back down to 40. So we're going to boost this up. 40 is going to be our bottom. Yeah. Cool. So let's see what happens, guys. Yeah. Anything above 40 is good, I think, personally. It's just a matter of perspective. It all depends on where you ended up buying. So, oh, that's interesting. Is that the same one that I got rid of? It's just such a good line. Maybe we have a bounce from here, head on up to 45. On the weekly, I did want to bring this up. That's what I want to talk about, the weekly. The weekly looks great right here. Looks like we're bottoming out, wanting to come up on yeah, you can change each drawing to appear in different time frames. So that's a cool feature. So that way you never get your stuff confused. But yeah, this I think can happen. If you look at it from this perspective, that would be amazing. Because this was the start of our last wave down technically. But we never know. Maybe it breaks here or whatever, but you know, we are at lower levels of momentum. You know, we're not even halfway. We're not even at the 50 mark yet. We're still in the bearish control zone. So let's see. But overall, engulfing candle, meaning that I still think that there's room for the upside. Like I really think that there's room to the upside here. Why can't I draw it? Grab this drawing. There we go. Alright, so all of these still play. These three play. And what you want to do is get above there. That's what you want to do. You want to get above this red line right now. We broke down bearishly, but again, it's not. And right now, you can use this as resistance. It can happen. And then you dump further. But let's just say that every single time that you come up and test the bottom of a range, you bounce. So that was a bottom here. This was a bottom here in a sense. This was the real bottom because it came back lower. And now we had our lowest one. So it could bounce. Not saying it will, but it's a high probability we go even further. And this was in January 12th of 2015. And what are we looking at there? January 12th of 2015. That was the bottom before one of the biggest uprisings in history. Like, it's right there. I'm not saying it. The chart's saying it. Just to the first peak, you went in appreciation a total of 11,850. You went from a low of $166 to $19,000. So 11,000. And that looks similar right here. Now imagine an $11,000 gain on this right now. That's insane, but it could happen. I'm just saying. I'll say this. I think that as a world, I think we are moving in this direction. Do I think that number will happen? Yes. Yes, I do think that number will happen. I need to see how this evolves. You know, I gotta get some new glue for that, or new double-sided tape. But you gotta see how this goes. Like, there is only 21 million Bitcoin ever in the world. If exclusivity is a real thing, and we all know it because we are all addicted to, whether it's Yeezys, you know, the newest Nikes or some shit, or I don't know, like Gucci stuff and like stuff like that. But people want exclusivity, right? What happens when this is the only thing valuable in real life, where, you know, we all try and strive from what we've learned and traditional banking and try to take it on yourselves, because now it's peer-to-peer. You're not trying to do the transactions to the bank. Like, my greatest fear is that one day we go to the bank, and maybe I just watched too much Mr. Robot. Great show, by the way. But, like, that you go and, like, you have the money, and then they tell you, like, no, we don't have it. We don't have it. What do you do there? Like, how? Like, what? I know people still keep, like, you know, cash at the house. That's fine. But to have all of your wealth in something that you have no control over, like, you don't. At least with this, yeah, you have some control. I mean, look, guys, I am all for, like, you know, privacy and all of this. Like, I think that we give a lot of our rights away to, like, companies now, because of the updates on our phones and that we don't read, and that it sucks. But I always encourage using a VPN, and use it in random parts of the state. Like, don't be just focusing on your hometown. That kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, like, you get used to, like, you know, like, you have to do things kind of different, you know, by searching stuff, because you won't have the location services because technically you're somewhere else. But, like, that's only when you try and search for, like, food. It doesn't the exact location still works for when you're trying to use GPS and stuff. But I'm a big fan of privacy. You know, DuckDuckGo browser. That's what I use. But yeah, that's my point. It's just I think that it will get there once people realize that we don't need the banking system and that we can do it on our own, in a sense. I don't know when that will be, but we'll see. I guess we'll see. I guess we have all of this. Like, imagine, look at what happened. Where do you guys think would, right here, 2030, where do you think BTC will be? You know? Like, literally, where do you think it would go? It would be? Like, we think it's that far away, but this happens quick. And at this point, it's kind of like, what do you do? All right, let's move on. I think we've covered a lot on Bitcoin. Let's go take a look at ETH on the weekly. Still think that, well, I mean, it's gonna do what BTC does, but I like that we're staying above 3,000. Definitely like that. Yeah, I like that. I think as long as we stay above 3,000, we'll be fine. Probably have till tomorrow to kind of test this and see if we can go up higher. So ETH, you know, current level of the hole was 2,800. We did get to 3,200 yesterday, and then we pulled back. So I guess we can mark this as 2-16. I'll label all these. I'll label these. Alright, so right now we're currently at, we're gonna redo this. Currently we are at 30,050. Actually, we're gonna put 30,075. Or 3,075. Current 2-16. Target is still gonna be 3,500. 3,200 is another target now. Your most recent low, I think you're kind of there, but if it does come back to 3,000 and stays around 3,000, I would definitely try and pick it up. What we want to see is stuff like this, where you have levels of higher negative momentum, but well, actually, I'm wrong on that one. It's not to that one. No, never mind. Yeah, that didn't count. That doesn't count. I was thinking of something over here that I had seen, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's what we're looking to hold. We'll come back and check it out. ADA. Oof, man. We're holding on there. We're up there, you know. We technically are only down 13%. We're only down 13%. So, I mean, it's gonna do what BTC does. I can't complain there. On the 1 hour, looks like when we crashed off bearishly, looks like we're trying to hover around there. Recently, I think our most recent low is going to have to be $1.06. Looks like we've been there for a couple of days, like 24 hours actually. So we'll leave that. Let's go check on ice. I wanted to go check on ice. So ice, whoa. And this is, where did we start this? All right, so current was $3.42. Okay, okay. All right. So you're only up a couple percent, but you know, I like that. I like that. When did we look at this? 214? Oh yeah, I told you guys. I'm like, this was kind of like a good entry point. So yeah, I mean, you kind of are up a little bit, but that's nice. That's nice. Target one, we got 588. We're not there yet. We're only 50% away, but not bad. Let's get it. Let's get it. Total. Back test, maybe? Back test of spring, maybe? I like that though. Came back, you kind of formed a little bullish pin bar. A little bit. So a bullish pin bar is when you drop down in price and you have a wick that extends past the previous candles. But then rallies and comes back up and kind of forms like a little bit of a hammer. Kind of like little Thor hammer with it. So I like that. I guess we're going to see what happens. But I still think we can go. I don't think that I see anything right now that's straying me from this, but let's see. Yeah, no. I think we're still bullish. I think that we're just trying to like see if we have support here. Same thing with ETH. Like we came back, we tested support, we went rallied, and now we're like attempting. We tried to attempt and go to 3,000, but we didn't. We've been hovering around our other moving average, and looks like we're staying above it, which is great. We bounced off of it, came down, bounced off, rallied, closed above the previous candles in the 1 hour. So I like this. I like this formation a lot right now. Let's see how BTC is. Yeah, see, like here you broke it, but you're still above it. You rallied. Now you're still getting above it, but ETH's looking a little bit better. Look at that. That looks beautiful. All the wicks came down to touch, but all of them closed above a different moving average, which is great. Alright, so let's... I like that. Alright, so I guess we got our stuff, guys, and yeah, we'll catch each other tomorrow. Again, remember, drop your coins or stocks you want me to look at, because I kind of want to break down some more of these charts. The more stuff on here, the more I can help y'all, kind of give you guys what I think is going on, play a little TA Tetris with it, and go from there. But until next time, peace.